When a nigga get to saying that it's 5, 6 different niggas in one nigga, bro, say goodbye. Nigga Miles is finna get swept. I'm sorry, bro. Probably Peter couldn't even keep up with this nigga, bro. Y'all just said every single predecessor is in this nigga, bro. Say goodbye, my nigga. Y'all just make this nigga shoot a commandment. It's only 4 minutes left. It's only 4 minutes left. Somebody finna get walked, bro. Somebody finna get walked, bro.
Hey, go. Foreign drugs, I'm in love with exotic highs. I miss all my fucking brothers, I know that they in the skies. I can't love none of you bitches and I never told no lies. I'ma keep the shit for...
Ain't playing that though. So it's like Miles Morales Spider-Man, or like I gotta find out.
Miles versus Izuku Midoriya.
Spider-Man versus Deku. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Hey, before... Oh no, not this video.
Alright, let's take this from the top
Hey,
again.
before I even get into this, I never watched My Hero. I know a lot of niggas is probably gonna get on me for that. I'm still catching up to One Piece. I'm trying, my nigga, I'm trying.
This is Peter Parker. He was bitten by a radioactive spider, and for who knows how long,
But this
he's
ain't
been
Peter,
the
though.
one and only
It's
Spider-Man.
A friendly neighbor to all of New York City. In a universe filled with super soldiers, hulking green Goliaths, and world-shattering gods, Spider-Man
Hey, I
is there
just
to
literally
look out
seen
for
that
the
movie
little
before I
guy.
got on
But
stream.
in a multiverse of infinite possibilities, that doesn't always last forever. Like in Universe 1610, when NYC's Webhead got iced on the job.
The city was left without its protector. But fortunately, Peter wasn't the only one who got bit. Enter Miles Morales, a young teen from Brooklyn just trying to figure out his place in the world. And now, he had it thrust upon him.
The canon event to
I ain't even
start
see the
all
Into the
canon
Spider-Verse.
events. Now it was
I feel
Miles'
bad.
turn to be the hero the Big Apple needed, and he had all the usual spider kit to help him out.
This spider carried the Oz formula, a genetics-enhancing serum that granted Miles superhuman strength, speed, and the ability to alter his body's electron attraction to crawl along any surface.
And you can't forget that classic spider sense, an internal warning system that lets Miles know about incoming threats so he can react ahead of time. He even got an upgrade that acts like a radar, letting him see through stuff.
But no spider person is complete without their web shooters. Given to him by Peter's Aunt May, these webs have all sorts of applications between swinging, grabbing,
I really
restraining,
would.
projectiling,
Hold
and
on.
being made
Venom powers.
into constructs.
Not having Peter around to show him the ropes made things a lot tougher, though. And between mishaps with wall crawling and web slinging, Miles got off to a rocky start.
Like any typical teenager, he had a lot of self-doubt. Could he keep up in school? What was the right way to talk to girls?
And how could he live up to being Spider-Man when one of the villains he had to face turned out to be his very own uncle? Makes
That
family
shit was
dinner
crazy.
so awkward.
That's
All
the
that
little...
trying to
they
cut
call
out
it Venom,
stuff.
though?
Fortunately,
I
Miles
never
had
knew
a
that.
leg up on every other superhero known to man.
Living parents. Better yet, loving parents. They supported
They do
him when
call that
things
shit
got
Venom,
tough,
whatchamacallit,
even
in
if
the
they
game.
didn't always see eye to eye. And thanks to them, he learned that the best way to be Spider-Man wasn't to do it like Peter, but to do it his own way.
And it helped that this particular spider had a bit more to its bite than Peter's. Miles has a variety of unique powers, like invisibility and venom.
Not like Tom Hardy, though it is weird to give your main power the same name as one of your bad guys.
Nah,
Come on,
for
Spidey, friending is
that
important.
shit threw me
Miles
off.
can harness his own bioelectric energy and weaponize it, which is especially effective against individuals with genetic mutations.
I ain't gonna lie. I seen him go against Static Shock. What Static Shock did to him was disrespectful. So I'm expecting something to make up for that. And that video came out like 2 years ago.
Punching, absorbing, blasting, mega blasting.
Fuck that. Longer than
Hell,
that
he
ago.
can even make electric constructs out of this stuff, like biowebbing and a damn sword. Jeez, what kind of spider
Nigga
was
can make a
this?
sword
It's
out
not
that shit.
entirely
Hold on.
science. Studies have shown that certain species of spiders, such as the Linnaeufeidae, have a process known as ballooning. By spinning a thread of their silk, they can use the Earth's natural electric fields to fly, traveling up to hundreds of miles. No pun intended.
Well, whatever kind of
Learn
bite
something
it
every
was,
day.
it gave Miles the edge he needed to find his worth as Spider-Man.
Miles can dodge gunshots, missiles, and lightning bolts. He survived all sorts of beatings, including a building exploding on top of him.
Oh, geez, Spidey could lift buildings and dodge light-speed attacks, and Miles is more than a match for him.
Like the time he absorbed the energy of a bomb that was going to vaporize Harlem. A blast that would have equaled 15 million tons of TNT.
He's gotten kudos from a ton of older heroes too, becoming a member of the New Ultimates and the Avengers. He even helped form the Champions, a team of teenage superheroes with the likes of Miss Marvel.
See, I ain't
and
gonna lie, I need
Ironheart.
to get into
King
the
of
comics
Wakanda
though.
himself even suited him up with some Wakandan vibranium.
The same stuff as T'Challa's own suit. This super rare and tough metal can absorb kinetic energy and vibrational impacts.
It helps to regulate Miles's venom powers too, allowing
Okay.
him to better control his electrical output.
The vibranium is thinner to better fit his acrobatic fighting style, but it can still shake off most fatal attacks.
So that's
like
where that
they're
Black
nothing.
Panther suit
This
come
stuff
from.
is
I
tough enough
bet.
that Deadpool's swords have shattered against it.
Though it's not as durable as, say, Captain America's shield.
Y'all
and
niggas
enough
ain't
kinetic
never
energy
just put
will
Marvel
to
right.
Don't be near it when it does, or you'll end up like the Falcon here when he used his vibranium wings to stop a bomb that was gonna blow up New York City. That's twice now. Does any other
Why am I just not finding out that nigga wings is vibranium?
city have to deal with this stuff?
But when vibranium and spider powers still aren't enough, Miles can push his electrical output into overdrive.
Giving him huge boosts in strength and speed, and making him a whole lot zappier. It's your classic shonen power-up, and he knows it too. He's a bit of a weeb, and has a thing for mimicking some favorites.
Despite his initial insecurities, Miles has more than
That's
managed
my
to
favorite
live up to his
Sasuke, yes,
predecessor,
sir.
no longer standing in the shadow, but side by side.
Literally, his universe got blown up, and he was sent to the main 616 timeline, along with his family. And now it's him and Peter as a pair of Spider Bros.
He's even become one of the big players of the Spider-Verse, teaming up with all sorts of other spider variants to defend the multiverse.
There's anime spider people, robot spider people, dinosaur spider people, spider spider
Won an
people,
Oscar?
a whole
Yeah,
lot of
that
them, each with their own way of getting the job done. Miles even led him into battle against the Inheritors, a bunch of interdimensional vampire assholes.
This is what Stan Lee was proudest of in his favorite superhero. Regardless of who they were, any sort of person could wear the mask and do the right thing. For so long as we stay true to ourselves and help others in our own unique ways, then anyone can be a hero. But what is a hero? To the citizens of Japan, there was no one more synonymous with the word than their symbol of peace. All Might.
The big numero uno. With a smile on his face, he could save anyone and win any fight, no matter what.
Or so it seemed. After a battle with his arch nemesis All For One, All Might was grievously injured. His time as a beacon of hope was coming to an end, and he would need to find someone to pass on the torch.
In this world, most humans
Bro, if y'all niggas could have one anime power, tell me, bro. 'Cause on me, I'm probably going like, I want to be a Saiyan, bro. Like, I'm definitely going Saiyan, like, nothing else. If we going superhero power, though, my nigga, I feel like invulnerability would be like OP as hell. That's just me. That's just me. I think one of my homeboys, they asked me, they said, if you could only use one anime power twice in your life, what would you do? I told this nigga the spirit behind it. This nigga said, well, one, you gotta harness the energy of Earth and talk to everybody to use it. So that's technically using two different powers at once, because I gotta have the power to have telekinesis. Nigga, that come with it. Don't you think? Don't that come with it? I shouldn't have to do that, bro. Shouldn't have to do that.
beings evolved to have their own individual superpowers, or quirks, but not everyone is lucky enough to get one. Like this kid named Izuku Midoriya, or as local bully Bakugo like to call him, the good-for-nothing Deku.
Izuku wanted to save people just like All Might, but even
Comment
his
me out
idol
for
told
sure.
him
Let a
that he
nigga
would
try
have
me
to
on
give
the
up on his dreams.
Forever
Hey,
the
bruh.
beta male in the shadow of Bakugo
We gonna need
and his
Edu Tensei
Sigma
for his
quirk,
ass
until he got
on
the
me.
chance to alpha up and lend his rival
I really
a
would
helping
say.
hand, proving him
You know what I just thought about? Imagine if you fuse with somebody. Patara earring. That shit. But see, it's supposed to be permanent, but that shit didn't work permanent for them niggas. Plot. But,
Self-worthy of
I feel like I
All
use
Might's
Katara.
torch.
And so
gotta
after
find my
months of
equal,
training, Izuku was granted All Might's quirk. One
I ain't
for
even
all.
think about that.
This power
Fusion
allows
is
him to
technically a
boost his
move.
strength to incredible heights, using it for smashing attacks named after specific U.S. locales and a soccer club.
Or football, as they call it.
Straight punches, spikes, even finger flicks. One for all is the ultimate in strength-enhancing quirks.
Okay.
The first time he used it, Izuku destroyed this giant robot in a single blow on accident. Too bad it wasn't the only thing he destroyed.
How many seasons is that shit? How many seasons is that? Okay. How many episodes? How many episodes of My Hero are there? That's not bad. That's not bad. I could fuck with that. That's not bad.
Destroyed though. Damn, that looks like it hurts.
One for All's power was so
I
great
have
that
never
the
watched
recoil
My
would
Hero.
shatter Izuku's limbs when he used it. In the hands of an improper vessel, One for All could cause their body to explode. So Izuku would need to continuously train to master it at his Hero Academia.
Say that again.
UA High.
Here he'd be inspired by girly pop Uraraka to turn his zero name into his hero name, becoming the Deku who always does his best.
Something
Okay.
that he may have taken too far.
When it came to saving people, do your best.
I ain't gonna
here.
lie, it's
Had
kinda
a
looking
bad
like my
habit
nigga
of
Miles
putting
finna
others
get
way
swept.
before himself.
Like, I'm
Sure,
talking about
everyone
full
else
sleep.
was
Like,
okay,
this shit
but
finna be
he'd be
easy.
good for nothing all over again if he got himself paralyzed.
So to cut down on his hospital bill, he developed full cowling. Instead of using his quirk in short bursts, he would continuously spread the energy across his body at low percentages, using it for acrobatics inspired by Bakugo's explosive movements.
And with
Hey,
that
that's
new
calm.
thinking
I ain't
came a
gonna
new
lie.
fighting style, shoot style.
That kinda remind me of
To
Nin
use a
from, like,
stronger limb
Hunter
that'd
x
be
Hunter.
less likely to break. Deku took a page from Nerd Emoji Ida's book and switched to focusing on kicks to pack in more of a punch. Yeah.
And that power would be needed. After a climactic battle with All for One, All Might would be forced into retirement, just a few months into Deku's training. Now it was his turn to face this demon lord.
But
Yeah.
he didn't have to do it alone. Just as All Might had passed One for All onto Deku, it had been passed onto All Might by his master, and onto her by her master. One for All was a power that was built upon for generations.
The quirks of the previous users of One for All manifested in Deku, along with their spirits, or vestiges, to help him in his battle
What
against
the
All for One.
fuck?
Black Whip gives him energy tendrils to swing around and restrain foes. They can also brace his arms and manually control his muscles if he can't move.
Float allows him
When a nigga get to saying that it's 5-6 different niggas in one nigga, bro, say goodbye. Nigga Miles is finna get swept. I'm sorry, bro. Probably Peter couldn't even keep up with this nigga, bro. Y'all just said every single predecessor is in this nigga, bro. Say goodbye, my nigga.
to soar
Say
high into
goodbye.
the sky. By combining
Say
it with
goodbye, my
controlled
nigga.
blasts of pressurized air, he can effectively
Say fucking
fly.
goodbye.
Danger Sense detects incoming threats and unease.
And this
letting
nigga
Deku
got
react
spiders.
in advance. Though it's mostly like an alarm bell and doesn't tell him specifics like location or
Oh,
number
okay,
of threats.
okay.
Familiar?
Smokescreen lets him create a
But he
smokescreen,
is like Spider-Man.
but he can use it at full blast to create a bigger smokescreen.
What the
That's well
fuck?
and all, but the real meat is in Fajin. After building up kinetic energy within his body, Deku can unleash it for bursts of strength and speed.
He's combined it with Black Whip to create the powerful Black Chain binding attack, and can use
So
it
this
in
nigga
conjunction with
broken?
full cowling to achieve foe 100%, equaling All Might's full level of power without any recoil.
He once used it to outspeed a bullet shot by Lady Nagant, a former hero turned villain who has a sniper rifle for an arm with a...
What
I
the
think I'm in
fuck?
love.
Nagant's bullet once crossed a distance of around 215 kilometers within a fraction of a second. That's 6,700 times faster than sound. And Deku was moving so fast, the bullet seemed like it was standing still.
And he can go even faster than that with his final quirk, Gear Shift.
Bro, this
Touching a
nigga is
target,
that
he can control
strong,
its
gang?
speed without abiding by the laws of inertia.
No way,
He can
bruh.
slow down foes to leave them frozen in the air, or move so fast he can punch multiple times in an instant.
Even All for One's own protege Shigaraki couldn't track him. And this is a dude who can catch light speed laser beams.
It does have a time limit though.
Attack
After
their
5
soul, but
minutes
he
of
loses one of
continuous
his
use,
quirks.
Deku's body will catch up to
Alright.
his speed. suffocating him as his cells become unable to take in oxygen.
Not nearly as bad as One for All was suffocating him, though. He's been doing all of this shit in just the 10th grade. I hadn't even figured out you can breathe through your nose at that point.
The pressure of having to save his friends,
It was
the
a
country,
dumbass
the entire
10th grader, I'll
world
tell you that one.
weighed on Deku. So he left UA to fight this war alone.
But alone was never where Deku fought best. Having come from nothing, his admiration for his peers gave him strength, just as they admired his strength and desire to help others. Even Bakugo came around to him.
So when it came time to finally put that demon lord back in hell, his classmates, teachers, mom, friends, enemy, and everyone else supported and cheered him on.
Okay.
Because that was the greatest threat to All For One's reign all along.
Not All Might, not Deku, not even One For All itself. Just people helping each other out. And with their help, Deku defeated All For One once and for all, blowing a hole in this huge storm and parting the skies for a brighter future.
Though he did lose his quirk and have to retire from hero work, getting a regular 9 to 5 as a teacher, passing on his knowledge to the next generation, just like every user of One For All before him.
Some might say he peaked in high school. If not for the sick new armor he eventually got to go back to kicking butt. He even made it all the way back near the top of the rankings.
All with the help of his friends. For so long as we keep reaching out our hands to help those in need,
Hey, I feel like I might
everyone
have
can
to
be
watch
a
that,
hero.
bro. On me, I might have to watch that. That shit sound.
Hello, it's me, Store-Bought Benjamin. I know what you're asking. Our purchase and ask right set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
In New York with it, okay.
Huh?
Yo! You're more man and less spider than usual.
Whoa, I was looking for you. Care to show me what you can do?
All right, new guy. First lesson, don't watch the mouth. Watch the hands.
Now watch mine, Delaware!
It's good series, but the fan base suck off. Damn. How the fan base be? They be trying to say that these niggas can solo anybody.
Guess who?
I can't use my full power here. Gotta take this somewhere else. Oh, gross!
You got skills,
Nigga
man.
just broke his web shooter.
Oh, mierda.
Oh, they be saying that? Damn. That's tough. Hey, it can't be worse than DBZ fans. Even though them niggas is aliens, but you know how DBZ fans
I
be.
always do my best!
Oh shit, hold on. Okay. Nigga just leveled the whole city.
My best. I gotta do my own thing.
Nah, I'm gonna do my own thing. Okay, hold on. Oh shit.
Sarah was right. Your quirk is amazing.
Amazing is my buddy. They call me the ultimate Spider-Man.
Did y'all just make this nigga shoot a commandment? It's only 4 minutes left. It's only 4 minutes left. Somebody finna get walked, bro. Somebody finna get walked, bro. I know, bro.
Shock absorption, not nullification. So, it's got a limit.
What the fuck?
Go beyond!
Well, this shit'll be a crazy ass fight. He absorbed it. Oh. Calm, but did he die?
Spider-Man. You really are the ultimate.
KO!
Vaya con Dios, Aranya Hoven.
Let's start by talking about their superpowers, which matched up quite evenly. Unsurprisingly, given the not-so-subtle inspiration for Deku's quirks, though they did have some edges over the other.
The spider sense gave Miles more insight on his
Not
surroundings
Miles
and
doing the
threats
father
than
son.
danger sense, which has been worked around before.
This
They
meant
really
Miles'
made that nigga do that
invisibility was
shit. That's
harder for
crazy.
danger sense to detect when he wasn't attacking, while the spider sense's radar system allowed him to find Deku in a smokescreen. But
I gotta
Izuku's
look
other
this
quirks
up, bro.
granted him
Would
advantages of
Deku
his
really
own.
Float was a lot
like
more
do this,
mobile than
bro?
Wiz,
Like,
and Fa-Jin gave a bigger boost in strength than Venom did. Since both had some advantages and disadvantages, we're gonna call superpowers a tie.
Next up, speed. Scaling to Peter, Miles could dodge light speed attacks, which actually outpaced Izuku moving faster than that sniper bullet. Fortunately for Deku though, that wasn't his best.
Thanks to Gear Shift, Deku could speed himself up to match Miles the same way he did to the light-catching Shigaraki. Even worse for Spidey, one touch from Gear Shift could freeze him in place and make dodging totally impossible. So speed goes to Deku.
As for skill, Deku was incredibly talented at analyzing an opponent's abilities and coming up with strategies on the fly.
But Miles' powers and fighting style gave Deku few immediate openings.
Deku may have received more formal training at UA, but he was ultimately only active in hero work for a little under a year.
Meanwhile, Miles has been handling everything from neighborhood crooks to multiverse-ending gods for significantly longer.
It's close, but with his greater experience, skill goes to Miles, and that means the biggest deciding factor is raw strength.
And that was no contest. Miles absorbing the energy of that bomb was nothing to scoff at, but overwhelming power is what One for All is all about.
When Deku defeated All for One, the energy needed to part those clouds with his punch had a yield of 362 billion tons of TNT, smashing
Damn.
the bomb Miles absorbed out of the water.
But it wasn't as simple as that. Miles is wearing a vibranium suit after all. So the question wasn't necessarily who was stronger, it was if Miles' suit was tough enough to continuously absorb Deku's blows.
When the Falcon protected New York from that city-destroying blast, it had a yield of 546 megatons. Impressive, but Deku defeating All for One was still over 600 times stronger than Vibranium's limit.
And Deku did that with One for All's embers, not the full package.
And remember, the Vibranium in Miles' suit was much thinner than what
man,
Falcon
Death
and
Battle
Black
ass.
Panther
It
had,
was literally
making it
flipping
unlikely it could
around the
absorb
whole
as many
video.
bullets.
It's there to provide more
Bro, that
protection,
fight was
sure,
like
but
5
there was
minutes
no
too,
way it
bro.
could
That
survive
shit.
all of what Deku could dish
Nah,
out.
man,
In
that
this
ain't the one.
superpower battle, it was
I ain't gonna lie, y'all getting a dislike for that, bro. Who would win in a fight? Deku or Miles? And it's only cause of Death Battle. See, you niggas be changing the whole agenda of the internet with this shit, bro.
Nigga, I see what the fuck I see, man. Don't tell no child say nothing to me, bitch. They can't even naked. Fuck you.